Good morning. Good morning. My name is E.WainDecker. I'm a writer. I'm here with Sandra Pat. We're here to talk about the new book club, the book Q, the book club. And the reason why we're doing this is because I have readers all over the world. Not that I want to brag, but I do. I have readers all over the world. And it would be fun for everybody to be able to get together through a service, as in Zoom, and discuss them. Henceforth, the book club.
So
Yeah,
this would say a little bit about what your process is to write a book.
I guess the process is, I have a lot of friends who do write, and they say to me, have you got the plot lined out, and have you got them down on paper, and have you got them on a big board and with little white stickers? And I go, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I get ideas from everything. I get ideas from songs, from words, from stories, from everything I see, everything I hear, from newspapers. I love to do the research, once I've hooked onto an idea, to really spend, books take me about a year. This is not something I whip out. So I really have to think about it. Sometimes I have the beginning, sometimes I have the end, sometimes I have the beginning and the end and no middle. Sometimes I have the end and no beginning and the middle. Who knows? So it's a matter of putting it all together. The characters take off on their own. They become themselves, which is what you want to do with characters. I think The Man from Yorkshire is a fine example. I started writing about a book about my father, Eric James Wayne, the man from Yorkshire. And I knew him as a child, 10-year-old, never knew him as an adult. So when my mother died, she had voluminous papers, magazine clippings, scrapbooks, you name it. She had everything of his. And it was fascinating. I just sat and I read and I read and I read. And I went, wow, what an interesting man. What an interesting time. World War I, coming from Bristol in Yorkshire at the turn of the century, moving to Montreal in 1904, 1905. Who were these people? What was happening? How exciting. And then going through the secret societies. And it was fascinating.
You're not giving away country secrets here.
No. I got them in the book. They're in the book. And whether it's the man or not, I will never tell. But that's it. That's great fun. So yeah.
So you got us inside your process, and it's a little bit how I know you. You come up with a thought, how that thought progresses into whatever path it's going to take. It's very unknown. So your books have an authenticity to them because they come from you, and that authenticity is shown in what you read.
Well, realistically, I think we're all there. We've all experienced the same thing in some form or another. We're all taking the same journey, a little different, but we are taking the same journey. And I think there's a common thread among all the books of growth, of stepping outside your boundaries, of exploring something that you might not have explored or wouldn't maybe have explored, finding yourself, extending, and hope. It's all interconnected. I think it's so important. And again, it's something that we can all relate to, and we do. Maybe that's why they're popular.
Well, I've read every book you've written. I have my favorites. I have my absolute favorite, the one that I hope to be one day when I grow up. My absolute favorite book is Simply Rose. I have read it so many times. It sits on my bedside table because I just pick it up, and it don't matter where I open the book to. I just like what this woman is up to.
Yes, this very mundane woman.
Cup of tea woman sitting in a room that overlooks the Azure, her house overlooks the Azure seas. And
yes, in the Adriatic. Yes.
It's gorgeous. Yes. it's got this very humbling
No,
way of life to it, yet along with her cup of tea could be a dagger. And you just never know what she's going to grab first. Oh, a tilt of the tea or a slash of
Yeah.
the dagger.
You know, I think that line that she delivers, leaning forward, listening to the old man who's dying, and he whispers, "The ear, that was a nice touch."
Mm.
She steps back, smiles. "Yes, I thought you'd like that."
Very subtle. It's very
Ah,
subtle.
yes, there we go. You
And
know,
I think that brings us to Book Q, the book club.
Mm.
I know my favorites, and I could go at length about the different books. And quite frankly, I like every single one of Erica's books. Some of them hit me a little more strongly. Some of them give me nightmares. Well, like The Dark Forest, there's history in there that I didn't know about. And it informs me so that now I do actually know about that information. And I read what she wrote, and I actually went in and did my own research to find out where this information existed. So I can tell you one thing for sure. The information she puts in her books, if it's historical in content, is accurate. The places exist. So her research capabilities are absolutely amazing. But I'm sure if you've read a book of Erica's or many of her books, you have your favorite. So what we're hoping here is that you will go to E.WainDecker.com, that's EWAINDECKER.com, and give us a comment. There's a comment section where you can say, I read Dark Forest, and I would love to have a discussion with you about my feelings about it, what it did for me, and is there anybody else you can have join the meeting so that we can chat
that's
about the book.
So the object is to invite people from all over, all different walks of life,
Exactly.
men, women, all different ages, which makes it even more interesting.
All
And,
different countries.
all different countries. So your reference points are different. And so that we have a round table so that we can actually just sit down, chat a bit, and chew the fat, as they say, chew the words.
Absolutely. and learn about, books, more books to read, and which ones they liked and why they liked it. And it's actually a recommendation coming from the horse's mouth that actually
Yes.
read the book. You don't get
No,
to say, oh, well,
absolutely.
so-and-so told me about this book. So we hope you look up E.WainDecker.com, go online. All of her books are listed there. There is a comment section to make any comment you would like.
And Book Q, the book club, of course, is on Facebook, and that's another
Yes.
avenue, aside from all the other media, social medias, the LinkedIn, the Twitter,
Instagram,
all of it. I mean,
absolutely.
thank you, Zoom. We have everything available nowadays.
It's delightful.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a great amount of fun. And Book Q, the book club, is also on E.WainDecker.com.
Yes, it is.
And this video and other videos, chapter 2, for example, will be
One of the books.
one of the books.
And then one of the books with you.
Yes, absolutely.
With all of you. That's the fun of it.
So we look forward to you joining us.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, cheers. Oh, yes, forget that.